be honest. When was the last time you sat with yourself without reaching for your phone? Exactly. You are distracted, you are overstimulated, and the more this happens, the more it costs you dearly. You would not recognize yourself. And before you watch this video, think to yourself, are you actually ready to make a change? Or you just want something that will make you feel good for the next 5 minutes? Because if you are ready to make a change, then this video will give you the step-by-step process so that you can recognize yourself at the end of 2026. And in playing the long game, it will help you to start living your future self now. Let's get into the video. What I have found is a lot of us know the things we want. We are very clear on the life we want to live. What we don't know is how to start. And so this is going to be a very quick guide on how you can start and make sure that what you've set out to do for the year or for this quarter is actually what you're doing. I want you to make sure that you're playing the long game. So in as much as it is great to set the 12-week year goal, and you know I live by them, I am enamored with it, you also need to play the long game and think of yourself in a year, in 2 years, in 5 years, and how what you're doing today is going to impact the person you're becoming. These are all based off of the actions that you're doing today. So if you're not eating healthy, if you're not working out, if you're not spending time with training, then you have to know that in the next 5 years, you're going to look like the body that you're making right now. And so let's dive into what you're going to do, especially as we have begun a new quarter. What are the steps you can take to actually start living the dream life? Because as I have mentioned already, you know what you want. It is very clear to you. You probably have a vision board lying somewhere. And so let's get into it. The first thing you want to make sure that you're doing is to build your spiritual routine. Listen, we are spiritual beings. There is nothing you can do without building a relationship with your creator. So build a spiritual routine that centers you and that reminds you that there's someone greater than you, that reminds you to be intuitive with your spirit and allows you time to delve into God's word, because that is the blueprint for our life, and it will tell you exactly what to do to be successful in how you relate to others, how you relate at work. The Bible is literally a free manual to help you to live a very deep, meaningful, purposeful life. So build a spiritual routine that allows you to go out into the world and live purposefully. The second thing you want to do is to build your social capital. This is the time you want to be very strategic with your friendships, with the people you have around you. You want to make sure that the people you have around you are uplifting you, they're supporting your goals, they're teaching you something. You cannot just have friends that you always go around to party with. That's not to say that you do not get a social friend, but make sure that if you need to start a business, who is somebody you can call and say that I want to partner with you, what are some ideas you can share with me? If you want to create something of impact, who are the people that are going to support you to make sure that your dreams come into fruition? If you want to start your fitness journey, who is the friend who is going to support you and make sure that you are consistent with yourself and you stick to the goals that you've made? The third thing you're going to build is your career or business. And so here again, you want to think about how are you going to fend for yourself? Are you a corporate girly or are you someone building a business? Whichever one you're doing, what are the steps you need to make sure that you're locking in on that? Do you need to learn new skills? Do you need to go back to school? What do you need to do? Do you need to take a course? Do you need to launch a new idea? Just to make sure that you're making progress within your career or your business this year, this quarter. Don't think of doing it next year. What are the steps you need to take now to elevate your career or to elevate your business? And how can you be excellent in this area that you have chosen? And if you haven't seen my video on being excellent, then I'm going to link that here so that you can watch it. The final area that you want to elevate in this quarter is your physical. Sometimes you look at the physical aspect and think that it is not really important, but I'm going to be the first person to tell you that when you start working on your physical, it helps you to be more confident. It helps you to step into the world knowing that you've got the tools. It gives you some inner sense of confidence that allows you to step into the world more bolder, more confident. So what I tell you to do physically is to work on yourself, to find a workout that works for you so that you can look your best. You need to be in the best shape of your life, and that's not something that's going to happen overnight. So pick a workout routine that allows you to be outside, to be in the gym, to look good so that you can feel good. Usually we think that it is so complicated to work on our goals, or it is so complicated to actually live the life of our dreams. But if you pick one in each of these categories, I promise you it would be much easier for you to actually become the person that you put on your vision board, so that you will stop scrolling, you will stop looking at other people. So let's recap. The first thing you're going to do is to build a solid spiritual routine. I would say do it in the mornings. It helps you to set the tone for your day. You can also incorporate mental routine in there so that you're spiritually sharp, but you're also mentally fit. The second thing you want to do is to make sure that you are building some sort of physical routine. You're doing some sort of exercise. You're dressing for your body type. You're doing hairstyles that fit you. You're taking care of your skin, because you're going to live in it for the rest of your life. The third thing you're going to do is to make sure that you're building social capital. So the friends you have around you should not just be the ones that you have a good time with. Have friends that are going to encourage you, that are going to uplift you, that are going to help you to actually chase the goals that you've got on your vision board, or to become the person that you want to be. And the final thing you're going to do is to work on your career or your business. Pick a skill that you need to get better at this quarter. You need to be chasing excellence at every point. Don't be mediocre. So instead of feeding your distraction, feed your focus. Delete the apps that are distracting you. Focus on the goals that you have set for yourself. Take one small step in the direction of your goals in these 4 areas that we have talked about, and make sure that you are staying consistent. It is better to set one goal in each of these categories than to set 4 goals in each of them and fail yourself. Just set one goal in each of these categories and then start. Apportion time to each of them for every day and start, and you would be surprised at your results at the end of the quarter. Even though we're just focusing on this quarter, remember we're thinking long term. So at the end, these goals should fit into the idea of you, into the vision that you have of yourself, into the goals that you have set for yourself. So you are not distracted. You should stop scrolling and get to work. If you're new here, my name is Adi, and on this channel we'll talk about living ambitiously, building the life of our dreams, building the business of our dreams, and stepping into the highest versions of ourselves today. So thank you for being here. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And one thing I always say is to share this video with one woman in your life that you want to up level your life with. Thank you again for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.